This past summer, we took a trip to the San Francisco Bay Area. We were down there to play old timers hockey in Santa Rosa at the Snoopy World Seniors Tournament. We got a day off and we got to go to a Giants baseball game. The first thing you see when you come to the stadium is a statue of Willie Mays, and that statue brought back a lot of memories. As a 10-year-old in 1994, I got my wish. The Giants and Willie won the World Series. We could get their ball games on radio in Nova Scotia, and I became a Giants fan. Then they moved to San Francisco, so in 1967, I hitchhiked to San Francisco. I remember coming into the Bay Area. The guy who picked me up turned on his radio and got the Giants game for me. It was an afternoon game, and it was in the third inning where St. Louis were playing against San Francisco. It was Marichal versus Gibson. So I asked him, "Where's the stadium?" And he says, "I'll drive you to the stadium." Off he went and dropped me off in front of the ticket office. I rushed up to the window and asked the lady, "Is there any seats left?" And she said, "Yes, 35,000. I got a seat right up behind home plate, just above the screen. I wanted to see these pictures. I just got seated when Tito Fuentes fouled a tip back and I stabbed it. I got a hand for my catch. Tito backed out of the batter's box, looked up, then went back to the plate and did his little ritual where he hit the plate with the handle of the bat and flipped it into his hands. I was there to see Willie play, and he wasn't in the game. But he did pinch hit in the ninth, struck out, and Gibson beat the Giants 1-0 on that day. That was the past. But this day, the first game after the All-Star break, Lincecum will be pitching and Posey behind the plate. What a combo. I was back in baseball heaven. I did an interview a couple of weeks earlier with Don Burrows, a catcher, and he told the story of catching Tim Lincecum's dad in a big college tournament final. And here it is.
But Chris Lincecum is the fellow you're talking about, whose son Tim is the Cy Young Award winner, who they write up in all the Sports Illustrated and everywhere as being a freak, a bit of a weirdo, all those things. And
The old man?
and I talked to, certainly when I saw that article, my brothers all remembered who this guy was, his father was, and he is certainly crazy as a loon. His son is one thing, but his father was really quite something. I'm sure that if they wanted to write a really colorful article on the father and son team, I could supply them with all the info they would ever need.
He was a pitcher?
He was a pitcher. He was nuts.
And he was in a big game one time.
Oh, yeah, we were playing in the state championship, and he first game, and there was more scouts in the stands than there were fans, and he proceeded to, for the first pitch of the game, shake me off three consecutive goes through the signals. So probably, 9-10 pitches he shook off, and we still hadn't thrown a pitch. The umpires were getting mad. Everybody was stepping out, and he finally accepted a fastball signal and proceeded to double pump in his windup and threw the ball right out of the stadium over the backstop. So, which certainly got the other team going crazy with trying verbal abuse on him. But that was the one thing he really thrived on. He just loved getting ribbed by the other team. So, and that's only one experience. I played with this guy for a couple of years, and incredible.
Now to look over and see the kid warming up and watching that delivery reminds me a lot of Juan Marichal's delivery. The Giants played a great game on this night. 3-0 shutout for Tim. And my man Posey, 2 hits, an RBI, and a run scored. What a combo. Now can they do it tonight? steal the first one away from Lee, I'll just sit back, enjoy a special World Series. Go Giants, go. Your loyal fan of 56 years. Or is it just 55?